Okay, so we're gonna try this way. I'm gonna keep on finding, tweaking until we find a perfect way. So I think this will work. We'll see here. So the first thing we're gonna do is we are going to take a look at what this is asking, obviously. So if we take a look here, it's wanting us to find an equation. And so equations can be found one of two ways, but the easiest way is y equals mx plus b. Now, this doesn't always work for some weird stuff. So like if they were just giving you points or equations, then you're going to use a different equation. But like this type of stuff, when they give you a graph, this is the easiest way possible. You have to know two things for this. The two things we'd be talking about is right here. You have to know your slope, and two, you have to know that b right there, your starting point, or your y-intercept. I always refer to it as the start because that's where we begin when we start graphing. We always start with the y-intercept. So y-intercept, this is my y line right here. So we want to know where that line intersects that line right there. That was a really bad line, sorry. So if we take a look at that, we see that it intercepts right there. So we know when we have this original equation right here, y equals, and I'll put that all in red. Eraser, white. There we go. I'll put that all in red for you there. So we know that when we have y equals mx plus b, we are going to get rid of the m because we need to fill out what the slope is, and we need to fill out what the b is. So those are the two things we can fill in. Well, we know where this thing starts at. We already looked at that, right? The starting point is this right here. We've already seen the starting point. It's at -5 right there. And then we need to know the slope. Well, the slope is a little interesting, especially with what I've all drawn on there. Sorry, got a little crazy. But that's where we start. And we just need another spot that this intersects perfectly. So if you'll notice, it doesn't intersect there, it doesn't intersect there, not there, not there, but it does intersect perfectly right there. So your job is to find that slope. And if you'll remember, slope is rise over run. How much does it go up and down? The change in y, how much does it go up and down? Versus the run, how much does it go right to left? So this goes positive 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we get a positive 5 for the rise. And then it runs 1, 2, 3, 4 to the right. So we get a positive 4 to the right. So my slope is 5 over 4. Now, this your computer might not like. What they probably want is because you don't really have a plus, a minus. So they probably want the same thing, 5/4 x, but then you would write just -5 instead of plus a -5. But that should be your answer.